year, I think I started TFA with my vision that football should be for everyone. There should be no discrimination. There should be no barricade for anybody. Anyone, everyone can come and play football in our academy. So that was the mission which I started 2019. I think within a 5-6 years, I think we are established. We are one of the best in Mumbai. We are always, every season we play in Mumbai district. We are always in top three. So I think it is going on. I think everything went through the flow only.
I did not join business networking to gain players, right? Not for the
Correct.
new admissions. This was to
Right.
seek the sponsors.
India kids are more talented than Portugal, than Serbia, than Georgia, where I've been. I'm telling you, the kids are very talented in India.
The athletes learn the life skills in a very
Right.
subtle ways, and it still seems like a very joyful journey. But subtly, he's making changes in his life skills.
3 years, the it's the right opportunity for any of the door will open for most of them.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to yet another episode in our series Business Networking with Vipul Bondal. I have, after last week's experiment of having two guests, we have have two guests this time around. So I have the pleasure of having on the podcast today Mani Varane Kounder. He is the founder of Total Football Academy, or TFA as we call it. And along with him, we have Neelesh Kale, who is the director marketing of TFA and a very good friend of mine. And we just thought I'll have both of them to give us differing perspectives, different perspectives on football and what they do at TFA. So let me introduce both of them. Mani Varane Kounder has been in football now for over 20 years. He started playing football at the age of 10. He's played for India under 16, and he was part of the international scout program from Portugal and has played in Kerala and in Himachal Pradesh. He founded Total Football Academy in 2019 with a clear mission and vision to take football to the interiors of the country, and has done a fairly good job till now. We'll hear more about it from him later. Neelesh comes from a vastly different background. He is a BE in production engineering, and he did his MS also in production engineering, and his management studies from Cornell University. He has a corporate experience of 19 years in various demographic regions. He's even managed country level roles in a customer experience function. He's a sports enthusiast, himself plays badminton and lawn tennis, and is extremely fit himself. I'm not very sure if he plays football regularly, but he definitely plays some sport because he's a very, very fit man. He supports TFA, the football club, in their mission and vision. Let me start by asking Mani, since he is the founder of TFA. So can you tell me the story behind TFA? I mean, I've heard about it, of course, so I know, but I would like our audiences to know about TFA. It's a fascinating story and it's an extremely inspiring one. So, who better than you to tell us about it?
Thank you so much, Vipul, for inviting us in this wonderful meeting. I'm really honored to be here. TFA was not my vision at all when I was 10 years before. My only vision was to become a player. I was in India under 16 squad and I played Santosh Trophy. I always wanted to become a player and play. I always want to be a player on my time. I never want to be a coach. I never wanted to run an academy. It was, I will say, it is just unfortunately there was an incident happened where I got injured and I had gone through a lot of surgeries. Then doctor told me that you can't play football now anymore. If you play football, then your career will be in a big stake. So then I shifted to corporate. I was working for Sport for All, where it's a good organization in the sports. I was into football. I was working in a corporate for 2 years, and I didn't feel something. I really was not feeling that I belong over here in that corporate field. Then after 2 years, I resigned myself there in Food for All. It was a good organization. By end of the day, I need to resign myself because my heart was not there into that organization. Then I came out, started working in the school, and then as a coach. Then
Okay.
slowly, gradually, I never want to become a coach. From the start, I was telling you, I never want to become a coach, but that was the only option. If I want to be there in the field, I can be a coach. So then I started become a coach. Then I started coaching at the 2016. I was working for some academies. Then I
Okay.
saw the academies was like very commercial. They were into like a lot of it's like a full of business racket over there in that commercial, and there were a lot of talent was missing out. then it
Right.
came then it came in my mind that something that I need to start in my own with my own philosophy, and there should be no discrimination, and there should be
Okay.
football for everyone. So at the
Right.
2019 year, I think I started TFA with my vision that football should be for everyone. There should be no discrimination. There should be no barricade for anybody. Anyone, everyone can come and play football in our academy. So that was the mission which I started 2019. I think within a 5 6 years, I think we are established. We are one of the best in Mumbai. We are always every season we play in Mumbai district. We are always in top three. So
Right.
I think it is going on. I think everything went through the flow only.
Superb, superb. That's fascinating. I mean, and also, it's inspiring how you know, uh, decided to come out of your injury, and then then you changed course. You took up, coaching initially, but didn't like it too much. But then, you saw the kind of discrimination that happened in the club that you were working with, and then you decided to start this. So, what is the vision and mission that you have for TFA Money?
So, as I told you, 10 years before when I was in academy, there were like few academies were there, like in Andheri. We
Right.
was center in Andheri, and everybody was just running academy. Just I think here in Mumbai, I think in India there are concept. The parents who comes in the um academy, they most of the parents are not very well educated, and they just want to send their kid for the fitness purpose only in the football training.
Right.
So I've seen that in many academies are just going through that way. My vision and mission was very different than other academies at that during that time. The reason why I started TFA, my vision was very clear that football should be for everyone.
Okay.
There should be no discrimination because talent is there everywhere in India. Talent is
Correct.
there everywhere in India. Every corner there is a talent. But the thing is that unfortunately, maybe they don't have money, maybe they don't have that resources to become a player. So I thought I'll give them if he is a talented, we will give them all the resources to that player. And our vision is to one player from India should go in Europe, make a professional contract, play in EPL or play in any of the big league which is happening in the global world. So that was my vision because still today no Indian players are playing outside the Europe. So that is was my vision. And mission is very simple. Through football, we have to change the values of life. We have to build that culture in India because
Okay.
we are very behind in the sports culture.
Correct.
As I've been there in many countries like Portugal, Serbia, and Georgia, the culture is very different over there.
Right.
And when I come back in India, in Mumbai, so the culture is totally different. We are 50 years behind in football, I'll say, in football world.
Okay. Awesome. I mean, that's a great vision to have, and I'm sure as you go along, we'll talk more about how you're going about fulfilling your mission. So let me turn to Nilesh a little bit before that, and you were in a very different field. What prompted you to join Money and TFA? I mean, if you can just tell us a little bit about that.
So, Vipulji, in my introduction, you rightly said that I was a sports enthusiast and I used to play badminton, lawn tennis. And that's where the real reason is why I'm into football today.
Okay.
When I used to play, I was in eighth and ninth grade, um, and never received a good guidance.
Okay.
Uh, there was no sports environment in the surroundings. And of
Right.
course, I was also not matured enough to understand all this that time. And somewhere I always felt that I missed my boat of pursuing my liking in the sports. My father and me, we both were have an athletic body, and we
Okay.
both of us we like to play. But due to the lack of the environment, we could not pursue that further.
Okay.
And then my son started playing football, and
Okay.
I always say that due to him, I came in football.
Okay. Okay.
Due to his curiosity and hunger to know more in
Right.
football, that's how I came in contact with Mani sir and
Okay.
TFA.
Okay.
And
Okay.
then once my son started practicing there, uh, like anybody else, Mani sir's mission and vision infected me also in a very
Okay.
good way. And although I was having my corporate job, somewhere I was always looking out for opportunities to go outside of corporate.
Okay.
Money will follow, but still fulfill your passion also. And that's how I could join Mani sir. Mani sir is kind enough to have me with him and his team,
Okay.
and I'm
Okay.
enjoying it to the fullest.
Awesome. Awesome. But your club is not like any other club. I mean, that's what I understand. There's much more to it. I mean, you're not just building football careers, you're actually building people with character. And many of your students, I'm told, are not exactly students who would be able to enroll in another club. And, you also help them out with, their kits and all of those things as well. So can you just walk us through that? I mean, that's something that was very endearing about what you do. So, please tell us about it. Any one of you, I mean, whoever would like to go ahead.
I will just say a few things about that because overall objective is that we have to build a culture.
Right,
So when we tell the parents, when the parents send their kids for the football, they are very skeptical. They are like, football में क्या है, कुछ career नहीं है, etc., etc., etc. So we try to support those kids. So
right,
no matter if the kid is talented, we will support with everything. We support with their kid, we support with their traveling, we support with their nutrition, we support with everything. Only
right.
the reason why we do that, so to build that culture, to bring that changes in their kids' life, so that parents can see that impact on the kid.
Mm.
So once the parents see the impact, then they start trusting us. So that is
Okay,
how we build the culture over here in Mumbai. And I think it is very long way to go, but we are doing it with the one step by step.
okay. So where are you located in Mumbai, Mani?
So
Just tell
we
us.
are from Andheri.
You're in Delhi. Okay.
Yes, and we started our training in a very like a small BMC ground.
Okay.
That was 2019. We started with a BMC ground with a lot of chaos. Like half of the ground was full of flooded with cricket, and half of the little corner we were
I'm
playing
sure.
football. And a lot of time the ball come and it the kid also. So
Okay.
we came through a very hard way. It was not as easy journey for us to
I'm
build that
sure.
kind of that credibility today what we are today in my
Correct. And today you have your own, I mean, or at least your own exclusive space?
Yes. So we
Okay.
are doing in a very good turf, which is a
Okay.
good atmosphere for the training. That is
Okay.
a center what we have right now in Andheri.
Okay.
And we have multiple centers, like four centers. We have Malad, Versova, Juhu,
Okay.
and Jogeshwari. So our main center is at Andheri at the moment.
Okay. Okay. Till now, I mean, how many, kids have passed through your system? Uh, let's say from day one. I mean, it need not be an exact number, but if you can tell us how many students would have, come to you and got coached and moved on to doing, other things, or some other pursuits.
Honestly speaking, even I don't know the exact number, and even
Okay.
I don't know the tentative number because from 2019 I've been coaching from like every day we've been coaching, and many
Okay.
kids came and many kids gone. So I can't tell
Okay.
you exactly how much we trained till now, but we are very much sure that we change a lot of kids' life
Okay.
through our training.
Awesome. And if you can just tell us a little bit about your revenue model. You don't need to get into too many of the secrets. I mean, I'm not asking you to spill any secrets here, but how do you keep yourself sustained as a business? Because end of the day, this is a business, right, for you.
Right.
So how do you actually make money?
Our viewers will be shocked to hear about this because we are really we'll be very honest about our revenue because these are the things we nobody discuss about this
Sure.
openly in this platform. From the day one, 2019, we started this academy not to earn a money, not
Right.
to make it more commercialized. We only started this academy in the purpose of that we give football for everyone.
Okay.
We give a good training for the kids.
Hmm.
Because me, as a player in India's under 16, played for the national, played for the state level, I had gone through a lot of surgeries because my training was not good.
Okay. Yeah,
That
absolutely.
is the reason I went to
And the
Europe. I
injuries.
did my sports science. I did all the talent scout, understand the player physiology, player psychology. Then I came back to India. Then I started implementing those training on the kids. Then till now, I'm telling you, there are not many kids who had gone through a lot of injuries because football is a body contact game, and scientifically,
Correct.
we have to train the kids.
Okay.
Again, coming back to the revenue, um, 2019 till today, I think lockdown and all what happened, it was a very disaster for all, everyone, for
Correct.
all
Correct.
the world. But 2022, I think we shifted to the turf.
Right.
That is the time when we shifted to the turf because a lot of kids started coming in academy. But
Right.
today also, I'll be very honest, we train with only one purpose, that
Hmm.
is 60% kids, we are training them in a scholarship,
Okay.
and 40% kids, we are taking the money from them.
Oh, so you're actually it works that way. So,
And no matter how many years, PFA will be here, but we are going to keep the same model.
oh, that's great. Yeah. And how do you select them? Because I'm sure there's a selection process, at least for the 60% that you teach. I'm sure you might be having some sort of a selection process, right?
Yes. So as I told you, in India, talent is everywhere in all the corners.
Correct.
I'm telling you, all the kids are talented. There is not such kid who is not talented. If you train them correctly, if you understand the kids' mentality and their body physiology, then you can train him very easily. But
Right.
it's very important for the kids. If you want to train the kids, it's very important to scout the kid is their parents.
Okay.
The parents' role is very, very, very important for the kids. If the parents understand the sport, if parents understand the football, and if parents understand what we are doing with the kids, I think that is something is the life changing for the kid.
Right. Right.
So we basically we scout the parents first.
You
Before
scout the
we,
parent and
yes,
then the
yes.
kid comes along. Okay.
Yes, we speak to the parents. We try to understand the parents. What is the purpose? Why do you want to send your kids for the training? We understand
Correct.
them. Some parents just come for the fitness. Some parents come really. I have some parents who really want to make the players, but
Hmm.
they don't have patience. We give them the pathway till next 3 years, 4 years, but still parents. Some of the parents wants immediate result because we've been winning everywhere in Mumbai. All the tournaments we are winning. So most of the
Yeah.
parents are coming from other academy to our academy, and they're like, "Oh, you guys are winning. We want to join you."
Okay. Okay.
But that doesn't work that way.
Correct. Correct. So, so what is the criteria? I mean, that was my question in terms of one is, of course, you're scouting the parents, but do you actually see whether the kid can go ahead, has the basic skills? I mean, what is the selection criteria?
I'll tell you, it's a little. I think it will take little time to
No
explain.
problem.
But
Take your time.
okay, it's okay.
Sure.
So when I was in Europe, I see their formula is very different of scouting. So
Hmm.
they don't select any of the kids randomly. So first they see the kids who are a mesomorph genetic. So there are three types of genetics. There's endomorph, ectomorph, and mesomorph. So they usually go and see the body shape of the player. Like if the player is mesomorph genetic, I think
Hmm.
it become very easier for the club to train that kid because the results are very fast.
Okay.
But if the kids are ectomorph and endomorph, it becomes very difficult for the kids to bring their body shape in that align, then train them the football skill, then train them the tactically. I think it becomes too much
Becomes too much.
time for them. So in
Okay.
Europe, I think most of the kids been selected by that way. And
Okay.
that is why when I came in India, I just see the players who is ectomorph and endomorph. We have a module. If the players are ectomorph, they can train that way where the body shape can become to mesomorph. So this is not a
Okay.
very rocket science. It's only little efforts. and
Okay.
train very effectively, and train in the right way. As I told you, when I was playing for that level, when I was playing for national, my coach
Right.
never trained me in right way. They used to make me run 90 rounds, 100 rounds,
Yeah.
1 hour jogging, and because of that, I had got hernia. My hernia, inguinal hernia came down, and because of that, I had
Oh,
gone through hernia surgery, and a lot of pressure came through my lower body because of that unscientific training. So that is the
sure.
reason when the player is overweight. So we need to train him in a right way. We can't just make him do plyometric exercise and make him run all the ground, because that
Yeah.
kid we are just killing that kid. And you won't believe today in many of the academies, most of the coaches are just killing the kids by that unscientific way by training.
That's true. So you actually put them through their physical tests to figure out their body type.
Correct.
Then obviously, I'm sure you also take them for their talent, and then they take you to
Talent is
sports.
everywhere. Again, I'm
Talent.
telling you.
Oh, talent. So it doesn't matter, is it?
Yes, India kids are more talented than Portugal, than Serbia, than Georgia, where I've been. I'm telling you, the kids are very talented in India.
Okay.
I've seen the kids have more hunger than them. Over there, the kids, why they become more professional player? Because at the age of 16 and 17, there is a turning point where they become, they take it football very seriously. In India, when you go to ninth and 10th standard, then the football never become a serious for any of the parents.
Yeah. So that was going to be my next question. But before that, let me ask Nilesh for his perspective on
Yeah, yeah.
this.
So, from the selection point of view, I mean, I myself got selected from by Mani sir
So
when
you
I
were
joined.
you were the parent who was screened by him. Okay.
Correct, correct. And I think I always tell in my one-on-one also in our business networking that when I met Mani sir the first day, I thought I'm going to check the club, but it happened the other way. Mani sir asked me, okay, what is your objective? And
Okay.
right from the first day, I started feeling that okay, this is the right questions probably to have start the discussion. Then I asking them what you offer.
Correct.
So so that's the right way. And I myself, being a sports enthusiast, I was asking many other people also about what they are doing about their child in football. And I told this to Mani sir also. I went around many clubs in Mumbai, and but what the discussion level, the quality of the discussion that I had with the Mani sir and other parents also in TFA is different. And it's nothing to do with commercials. It's not about who is paying more. You know, they get a chance. Uh, if Mani sir allows me, I can share one example.
Sure. Please go
Uh,
ahead.
there are children who are able to pay even more than the rest of the athletes,
Right.
but just because they do not demonstrate the right level of attitude
Hmm.
for as a sports person, Mani sir let them leave the club.
Okay.
And it's for betterment for the club, because it's a culture, right? You don't want to spoil the culture of the
Absolutely.
other athletes. And
Correct.
so that's how the club is
That's how it
run,
is.
and I also follow that protocol now.
Tell me a little bit about the corporate sponsorships and other things that you receive. I mean, do you have opportunities for corporate sponsorships for somebody who wants to come in and let's say I want to sponsor it. So do you have packages like those? And if you have any, why don't you take this opportunity to tell us about them?
So, Manisha will definitely add, but let me start on this.
Sure.
Uh, any sports club in the world takes the sponsorship, they run on a sponsorship,
Right.
and in return, they provide the jersey placement, brand visibility to that
Correct.
sponsor's brand.
Right.
We also do the same.
Okay.
And packages, yeah, we have different levels of packages. And it's, instead of saying packages, it's the level of the brand visibility that we can
Visible.
provide to the sponsor's brand.
Okay.
So if they want to have a brand name just on the front of the jersey or a back of the jersey, or just on the side, which is a smaller size of a logo.
Yeah.
So depending on that, the visibility changes. Um, through our club, the popularity that we have on the social
Hmm.
media, and which we are rapidly growing every day,
Okay.
that is what a sponsors will benefit, by working with us.
Oh, okay.
Can
So,
sorry
yeah,
to
please go
interrupt.
ahead,
Can I
Mani
add
sir.
in
Please go ahead.
something into this?
Sure.
Very important thing I would like to add into this. I've been there in many other states also, like Kerala and West Bengal, and I see the sponsor are flooding over there, and they sponsor the team like anything over there. Why
Hmm.
in Mumbai we don't get sponsored? Because like, again I told you, because we are not having, we not build yet that kind of culture what Kerala has
Culture.
and what West Bengal has.
Yeah,
Again today, if any sponsor wants to fund any money, I think we are living in the AI world now, AI generation.
correct.
So sponsor doesn't want to be very analog type and give money and tell that okay you can put my name in the jersey, because they need an instant result, instant money, everything instant.
Okay.
So
Correct.
today because AI can do faster than that. So
Hmm.
the AI dominance what is there today's generation, I think sponsors are very skeptical to pay any of the money. But
Right.
this is message to all my viewers and all to the sponsor. The money what we are going to fund today is not for the advertising what we are going to do. As I told you in the start, our vision is very different. Our vision is to make one player from our academy to Europe level.
To
In
the Europe.
today's market value, I will tell you, if one player also plays in Europe for one
Right.
season,
Hmm.
the minimum wages, the minimum salary the player can get is 15 to 20 crores for one season.
Okay. Oh, okay.
And not only I'm not no, not only talking about Europe, I'm talking about Saudi. Saudi is
Hmm.
evolving in football like anything. They are crazy money they are putting. They are just spending the crazy money in the market right now for football. Because in
Oh,
next 10 years, 20 years, they want to make it a football country over there in Saudi. So if our players plays in Saudi also, any of the league, I think
right.
easily they will get 20 to 30 CR they will get. So our basic I shared this thing to Neelesh sir also. See, if any sponsor come and if they sponsor to any of our kids, we have a
Hmm.
lot of talented kids in academy.
Correct. I'm
Come down
sure.
and see, because we have such a talented. The same talent is there in Europe also.
Hmm.
Europe, that more than 10 times we have that kind of talent here in Mumbai in our
Okay.
academy. So if you nurture that talent, if any sponsors put any money on that player, and for
Correct.
next 5 years we invest that money on that player and we make him sign a professional contract in Saudi or in Europe,
Or in Europe.
we
Hmm.
crack that thing for the sponsor what sponsor wants.
Superb. Superb. So coming back to the topic which we had alluded to earlier, today there's an understanding, at least in sport, and especially among parents, that if your child is not playing cricket, there is very limited opportunities for them to have sports as a career. At least as a full-time, with full-time career, it's very difficult to think of any other sport other than cricket. I mean, is that perception right? I mean, can I have your view on it? And this is a parent's view. I mean, I'm not saying public view, the parent's view.
I've been going through every day this thing in my life
Sure.
with the
But it's
parents.
not true, right? I mean, that's what you think.
Yeah, it is. It is the reality. You can't change the reality because we are
Okay.
not coming from the sports culture and the sports country. We are
Okay.
coming where the parents are very. It's a very new for the parents. Like football, what is football? If you say cricket, still they are very skeptical now because cricket also is like a lot of competition now. So
Correct.
parents, when you say the sports, it's like a third thing for them. First is studies, second is etc.
Correct.
etc. business, and third is the something you can do it as a hobby.
Correct.
The
Right.
sports always come as a hobby for the parents.
Hmm.
But honestly, I've been from last 12 years of my coaching. I see many players who did BCom, BMS, all
Yeah.
this. Today they are nowhere. They're just working in the office. They're not really have done something what parents really wanted.
Right.
So, but the players who have done football training and through football, they got lot of jobs, lot of opportunities.
Hmm.
Today, one of my player is studying in Australia. He's doing
Okay.
his MBS. So there are a lot of. I think I can guarantee you, if you do BCom, your opportunity door is very less. But if you
Hmm.
do sports, if you come into the sports, if you play football and
Hmm.
through football, your opportunity is lot.
Yeah.
That parent needs to understand that in football also you can get a lot of jobs. You can
Yeah. I mean,
I
that's
can give you
that's
some
something.
example if you want. You
Sure.
can do sports management, you can do sports scientist, you can do sports physio, you
Hmm.
can do sports analytic, you can do a lot of things in sports, and that pays more than anything.
Right.
So
Or you could start an academy like you did and you follow
I
your
never wanted to
footsteps.
start academy, honestly. It
But
was
you know,
just
they
an
can take
incident.
your example and
Yes.
you know you can they can actually start that, right?
But sorry, 2019, when I started academy in Andheri, there was only 50 to 30 to 40, 50 academies were there. But
Okay.
today, sir, you won't believe, in 2025, there are more than 100 academies are there only in Andheri.
Oh,
And
okay.
is growing like anything, and it's very dangerous for the society because parents are looking for more convenient now.
Correct.
And if the turf is nearby,
They'll go there. So, Nilesh, we'll come to business networking and how it has helped you in taking TSA ahead. So, can you tell us about your experience as someone who's done active business networking? So, how has that helped you?
This is something I realized when I joined TFA.
Okay.
Many of the sports clubs, and not just in football, but other sports club also, um, not very much keen of the marketing aspect or the business aspect of the club.
Okay.
Uh, their sole focus is on the training on the ground, and rightly so. There's nothing wrong about it. That's how it's supposed to be. But
Correct.
then the marketing aspect of is very much missing, or not in or maybe in a limited way.
Mm.
So how it helped me, and there are many examples,
Okay.
including a discussion with you and my other networking members. Um, and I openly talk about this with many people.
Okay.
My presentation about our club, about Total
Correct.
Football Academy, has improved 10 times
Yeah.
before I joined this networking chapter.
Right.
Anywhere I'm always feel that I'm anywhere ready
Right.
to talk about my club in as short as 30 seconds of time,
Okay.
or as long as 30 minutes of a time with the potential sponsors.
Sure.
And that this is what the business networking helped me. Not just that, I mean, there are a variety of contacts I have started making.
Right.
And right, Vipulji, I always say I did not join business networking to gain players, right? Not for the
Correct.
new admissions. This is
Right.
to seek the sponsors. But
Correct.
besides that, the connects like some of the agents in sports world
Right.
who connects the local footballer to at an international level club. So agents like that.
Hmm.
Some of the strength and conditioning trainers, uh,
Right.
and I'm sure you know he was our member a few years ago,
Okay.
who trained the Olympic team, the table tennis
Okay.
Olympics team.
Okay.
So I'm making connections like this, and
Hmm.
I don't think this would have happened just by uh, randomly connecting with people on the LinkedIn,
Correct.
right? So this only can happen with a structured networking, where we also meet every Tuesday,
Hmm.
and that's the biggest benefit I see.
Okay. Super. Uh, so before we move on, I mean, I just wanted to take a question which has come onto the community here. The question has come from Rahul Kumar. The question is, how do you see football as a career option for young talent in India? Mani sir, I think you alluded to that a little bit before your audio, I think, went a little awry. So if you can, let us know, how do you see football as a career option for young talent in India?
I think football is evolving now, and in next 3 or 5 years, I think football is going to be there everywhere, and there are a lot of opportunity will open, a lot of opportunity door will open for the
Right.
kids and the student and for the career. I think it's the right time to start getting into all the sports management, sports analyst. I think analytic something is very demanding, and sports
Yeah.
science is very demanding subject at the moment. So I think football is evolving. I'll just say next 2 years or 3 years, it's the right opportunity for any of the door will open for most of them.
Great. So, this is absolutely the last question, Mani. What is your vision for TSA now going forward?
It's TFA, sorry.
Sorry, TFA going
Yeah.
forward. Yeah.
My vision is very simple. We are not like we just don't want to just train the kids and just that make it more commercial. We have to train the kids with a purpose. With a purpose. The purpose is very simple. If the kid is serious, if the parents are serious, then we are ready to make it to the professional level because we have all the material, we have all the pathway to make the professional player. Because I've been there in all over the world. I experienced the top to top level of the football world. So it's very we know if parents are serious, if kids are serious, we academy as academy we are very serious.
Right.
Basically, very simple. We want to make a professional contract in Europe or any Gulf country,
Okay.
and we should be the first player from our academy to go there and make it crack that code because India is still finding and struggling to crack that code. So we are into that process.
Awesome. So how about to have a player in Europe is what you set your sights on, right?
Yes, of course, in Europe or maybe in Gulf country. I think Gulf
Or
country
Gulf
is very
country.
good in football. Maybe in Asia like Japan or maybe in China. I think they are spending money like anything in football.
Superb. Okay, I have two questions which have come onto the community. So, I'm going to, and
Yes,
thank you folks for asking that question. So the first question is from Anjali Singh. The question is, I think this is more actually for Nilesh maybe. So what marketing strategies have worked best for attracting young players and parents?
So, honestly, attracting young talent, we don't go and approach parents. We just keep winning in the field,
Okay.
and parents and
And they
athletes,
walk towards you.
they walk to us. Yes.
Okay.
So, more of the marketing we do is to
Parent.
connect more with the sponsors.
Okay. All right. Okay. So
sorry,
your
sorry to
performance
interrupt.
speaks for you. Mani sir, please go
Sorry to
ahead.
interrupt. One of the
No problem.
biggest market till now we did in TFA from 2019 till now is word of mouth.
Oh, wonderful. That's excellent. Okay, so there are two questions from Nandini Mule. So the first question is, how does football training make a difference to the child in this age of mobile and internet? I think that's a very, very important question.
Correct.
Uh, can you just please put some light on this, Mani sir?
Yes, as I told you, since we are in living in a AI generation now, and the world
Correct.
is so different in this generation. Kids need a phone is a part of our body now, and
Right.
kids need a phone. Otherwise, they will not. Without phone, they will not survive today's time. It's like oxygen for them. So that is
Absolutely.
the reason we want parents to come out from that trap and do the at least like come out and do the training. So our curriculum is very different like others. When the kids come in the ground, we make it more fun, we make it more joyful for the kids.
Correct.
They like wants to come again in academy. So that kind of curriculum we make for the kids, and that way I think we want that the screen time to become more less and more playing time for the kids.
All right.
Let me add a couple of things here because I came from the parent background
Parent
also.
background. Okay.
We talk about discipline, and we everyone says that yes, my child is spends his day watching TV and on the mobile.
Right.
Um, it also has to do with the culture. The what is
Mm.
the surrounding? What are your friends are doing?
Right.
In our club, and Mani sir himself shows this as a path. It's as simple as even your football jersey, keeping it neatly after the training should not be
Right.
lying around on the floor or on the table.
Okay. Okay.
Keeping your water bottles properly.
Mhm.
It's water bottle is not something just to throw and
Mm.
keep it anything
Correct.
anyhow you want.
Correct.
These simple things, when you see there are 30, 40 other athletes are doing,
Right.
then you feel okay, I'm different, I'm not doing this.
Mm.
And without even telling that athlete, he starts following that protocol
Automatically. Okay.
automatic. So that's the culture helps the athletes learn the life skills in a very
Right.
subtle ways, and it still seems like a very joyful journey, but
Right.
subtly he's making changes in his life skills.
That's an amazing insight you gave, actually. So how you need to build the enabling culture that, help them to play football. And as a process, I think as a byproduct, they would, go away from a mobile. I mean, obviously they'll still need to use it, but it'll encourage them to go away from the mobile in that sense. So on that note, thank you very much, Mani and Nilesh, for coming here today, sparing your time, and for being so open with your answers. And I wish you all the very best in what you do. And hopefully soon we'll see an Indian child, product of TFA, who would play in either Europe or in the Gulf, like you rightly said. So I wish you all the best and thank you very much.
And there's small achievement which I never told you about it. So one of our players from my academy from Mumbai, he's got selected for India under 14 camp for the final round.
Oh,
So
fantastic.
we already into that, like 10% we are progressed.
Right.
So in Maharashtra and
Congratulations.
from Mumbai
Congratulations.
and from TFA, one player is in India camp. I think it's a very huge milestone. So in
Absolutely.
next 2 years, 3 years, we are targeting to achieve that milestone. What we are targeting for it.
Superb. So on that note, thank you very much.
Thank you so
Thanks for
much,
sparing
Vipul
the
sir. Thank you so
time
much.
and making it here today.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Vipulji and Mani sir.
Thank you, everyone.